Hey everybody, John Sherman, Creative Director at VC Productions. Domino's has got me excited, and I'm not even hungry for pizza. Let's talk about it. Domino's just dropped an ad right in the middle of quarantine to help market what they're doing to keep their people safe, keep their customers safe, and how they're feeding people, and it was all recorded in Zoom.
Hi, I'm Lolly, a Domino's franchisee.
As you can see, we're open and working hard to safely keep putting food on people's tables.
And we could use your help doing that.
If getting some full or part-time work during these tough times could help you,
Domino's is hiring.
Head to jobs.dominos.com
and apply today.
Because we're not only committed to putting food on people's tables,
we're committed to helping you put food on your table.
This is perfect timing, both for them and selfishly for us, because this is what we're talking about, right? How do you create content consistently from home? There's things you can do to start using the tools that are available to promote your brand. But, and there is a but, there's a lot more that went into producing a spot like this, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I want to go through this ad and explain the behind-the-scenes production that happens to make something like this happen. And we're going to go through it step by step. These are the things you need to think about if you're about to start creating content. Okay, so the first thing is concept development and scripting. Somebody very, very smart, most likely from a very highly paid agency, worked with Domino's to script this and develop this concept from scratch. They thought about their target audience, they thought about the conditions with COVID, they thought about the logistics around how Domino's is keeping people safe, and then they put this whole message together, right? Intentionally using Zoom to deliver it. The second piece of this puzzle is casting. There is a very perfectly diverse cast of people that deliver their lines so well in this video, and none of that is by accident, okay? Somebody took the time to vet different people at different Domino's. I'm assuming that none of these are actors and they truly are using real Domino's employees, but somebody took the time to vet them and make sure that they were gonna deliver this content properly. And that's really important for you to consider when you're creating content. Again, understanding all the pieces that go on in the background to make this stuff happening. Remote production. This is really our forte, right? The lighting is great. The framing, the one guy is standing with the Domino's logo just perfectly over his shoulder. None of that stuff is by accident. If they were really truly practicing social distancing, there was at least somebody with the production experience sitting on the other end of maybe a Zoom call or a camera, instructing them on how to frame the camera, get proper eye line, get proper lighting, all those different things to ensure that the content was quality enough that it didn't distract from the message. Finally, editing, right? They've got these great content from natural, candid, authentic people delivering their pieces. Somebody needed to put this all together. There was definitely a post-production team, especially if you look at the ending graphics. None of this stuff, again, happened by accident. So why am I saying this all right now? It's not to discourage you, it's to inspire you. By understanding what goes into something like this, my recommendations are: take a look at the situation that you have, the content that you're trying to create, and the audience you're trying to reach. And don't overextend yourself, right? If all you have is a phone and a small tripod to record your videos on, don't run around and try to do a cinematic video, right? Make it simple. Put it on a stand, get yourself nice, even lighting, and just record the content then you can direct to camera, right? A lot of times when I'm directing our shooters, something that I'll say is use the tool you have properly, right? If you have a gimbal, don't try to do a slider effect. Use a gimbal the way a gimbal's intended. If you have a slider, don't try to gimbal it. If you don't have either of those tools, just shoot straight into the camera with nice static shots or very slow pans, right? Don't try to overextend yourself or do something that your equipment or your setup is not intended to do. Domino's, I think, in this commercial gives us a good example of what you can do with the resources you have with not overextending yourself and ultimately delivering a really on-brand, really on-message, high-quality piece that I think is going to be really effective for them, especially during these difficult times. Look, for me, the thing that we're trying to say over and over again in these videos is that anybody can do this. The question is, how much of a learning curve do you want to overcome and how much time do you have to figure it out, right? If you're trying to produce content right now in the middle of the quarantine and set yourself up for the future, you really can't afford to make the mistakes that a company like Domino's doesn't make because they bring in the proper support and people to help them do it. They do the proper research to execute appropriately. So luckily, there's a ton of resources online that you can read and look at. We're contributing to that world and putting our own content out there. But if you need that extra help, if you need extra support, shameless plug, call us up. We could help you steep that learning curve and get up and running faster. Guys, I hope this video was helpful. Domino's, Thanks for your pizza, and thanks for the inspiration for this video. If you like these videos, like them. If you think other people would benefit from them, share them. And of course, please subscribe to see more of them. Comment below if you have any questions, ideas, comments. Maybe mention your favorite pizza. Papa John's, where you at? What are you guys doing with commercials, right? Of course, visit videocityinc.com/remote for free tips, learning guides, things you can buy, and ways that you can start creating content consistently. Thanks.